Yes, you have to do something.
so I can edit
Push.
all the stuff.
Well, you have to push the money bar or whatever it is.
Got to do a lot of stuff. Got to
We'll warm up for tomorrow's question and answer show. That's what I see on my screen.
find a playlist for it, which is the Dandy House. And more. I'll put in today's recording date. This is why I wish that you could YouTuber, and I know they could do this, uh, be able to put the date that when you hit record, it should automatically put the date in for you, but it doesn't.
Well, date and time.
Okay, well, yeah, all of it, yeah. Put it all in that you, the date, the time, where it's recorded, because I usually have the same location, which is the Dandy House, Hinsdale House.
Oh. No, I can't see the phone that close. So if we're gonna actually go through them,
Go through what?
the questions.
We're not going to go through the questions while live. That would be kind of silly.
Well, I thought so, but
We're just going to talk and see what people have to say and what they.
Oh.
Well, look at this. Is all the Dandy Steakhouse, Dandy House, few minutes from Lake somewhere in Switzerland. The Dandy House in Japan, Tokyo. The Dandy House, Mary's Beauty Treatment Supply. The Dandy House in Indonesia. The Dandy House and Ranch in Yuma, Arizona. I wonder how
dandy stuff everywhere. I'm surprised they don't have a candy bar by that name.
They do. I've seen that before on Instagram.
I never did.
Well, look a little better. You've never been on Instagram. You told me that yourself.
Oh, I've been there. I think I have an account.
Oh, well, anyhow.
I just don't use it. I don't know. Probably fell off my phone or something.
We're live. Let me click on that. Make sure.
Paul, did you say you have copies of the original articles that appeared in the paper from 1973?
Yeah, I still can't find the damn things. Bob Curran's Corner, yeah.
I'd love to see those and read those. Because Clara says there were pictures that were taken too at the time.
I think there were like three or four pictures that were put in the paper while he was writing his little, like a Dear Abby column. It really was. But here's the thing, and I'm going to do this kind of quickly. I'll do it tonight. It's not on my list of things to do. It's on my list of things to remember, which I forget. But I'm going to go ahead and join the newspaper archives again. There are billions and billions. And I'm sure, if I remember correctly in my research, I think I found one of the newspapers listed with them from Hinsdale, the weekly publication. Because the one started in 1870. So, we're pretty damn close to the building time of the house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can get some articles in there. They used to back in the day, and I think I read them. I don't know if I read them to you guys on live, but I know I read them, and I was live. But Jonathan, I don't remember if you were here, but back in the Times Herald days, they would say Jim Moffat was visiting his sister Diana from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Just little articles like that in the weekly. Guess who was in town this week type thing. Let me get over to Facebook.
So and so fell off his farm wagon and broke his finger. Yeah,
they do things like that. Now it's just whoever broke into somebody's house and was released and have an appearance date 12 years down the road while they go to Yugoslavia.
I'd like to see those original articles. And Clara says something about the itinerant preacher. Let me see if I can find it in here.
Is that the preacher that she laughed about? Said it was a whole family of ghosts. A whole family of ghosts that was haunting. There was one preacher guy. It wasn't a priest. He was just a ordained minister or whatever. That said it was a grandmother, a grandson, and someone else in the family were haunting the property.
Okay. That brings
Good
up another
Lord.
question. So this is 87 in Clara's book, September 4th, 1973.
1888.
She wrote, "Who belonged to the perfume we occasionally smelled in Mary's room? Who smoked the pipe whose aroma was noticed in the living room near Beth's bedroom door and in the bathroom by the cellar door? And who belongs to the threatening voices Beth hears nightly outside her window? I began to take those voices more seriously. Sometimes I wish I were Sherlock Holmes," in italics. So this is 2009. She added that right?
Yeah.
I read somewhere about this time that many years ago, an itinerant preacher and his spinster sister used to travel in the area. He hated women, and though he claimed hospitality from his congregants, he carried his own sheets so he wouldn't sleep on any sheets a woman was liable to have slept on. I wonder, are the pair back? I wonder where Clara read about that,
I don't know.
or if
And
there
that was
is a
such
legend.
a bizarre story. Hates women, hangs with his sister.
So I'd like to know more about that, and I'd like to know more about the. Alex Tanna said something about a 90-year-old woman
Who recently passed.
Yeah.
Yes, but she had nothing to do with the murders, but she knew something about it, wanted to tell her story, and Clara said there was a 90-year-old woman who used to live at the house who came. I gotta find that too, though. I don't want to.
You got me.
I don't want to misquote anything.
Well,
You're fine, but I'm
See,
going to
I'm
look
doing
up.
the same thing as I did with your book, Paul.
Didn't we think it was the McMahons?
Yeah, let me see.
We all assumed it was the last McMahon that passed away, which we knew about. And I'm
Right.
looking it up right now, obituary-wise.
Here it is. She's talking about Alex. He also saw an elderly woman of about 90 who died recently. So 73, she would have been born in 1883. So he also saw an elderly woman of about 90 who died recently. He described her and said she was not involved in any way with the murders, but she knew what had happened and wanted to tell someone. The description, this is what I was thinking or questioning. The description fit the former resident who had indeed died during the summer. Her family had brought her up shortly after the story of the house had been in the paper. And at the time, she refused to speculate on the causes of our trouble. And then in italics, Clara added, as a matter of fact, she refused to speak at all. So I wonder who that woman was. It must have been a McMahon, right? Or a married relation of the McMahons.
That's what I'm looking at right here, right now. Elizabeth Ann
Who was it, Clara, if you're listening?
O'Brien. I thought the Elizabeth, the oldest McMahon, I thought she was married to John O'Brien. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I better put the name Hinsdale in there. Let me just put. I'm going to try O'Brien first. Obituary Hinsdale. I better put New Yorkers. Can you give me Hinsdale, New Hampshire,
Illinois.
or Illinois? Yeah. Okay. Here's native Thursday. No, she died 2012. It was long before that.
Elizabeth McMahon, according to the 1875 New York Census. She was 6 months old in 1875.
Okay, 75. Wow.
So 85, 95, 05, 15, 25, 35, 40.
I would make her 90.
70. Yeah, she would have been about 90. She would have been closer to 100 if this happened. If Clara's entry was 1973. Well into her 90s. Well, she would have been 98.
Well, maybe she was being nice, and lowered it to 90. From time to time, I'm nice to Paul with that kind of thing too.
Unless it was the wife of the McMahon who inherited the house.
Hang on, I got her.
I think he's looking that one up.
Oh Jesus! Now I got Our Lady of the Angels Cemetery, and it's just a bunch of people. Let me go back to that. I thought I was right here. Read about it. Born in Cuba, New York, lived in Cuba, New York, died in Buffalo, New York. His James, oh, daughter of James and Margaret McMahon O'Brien, got her, age 72, but it's okay. She died in Buffalo in 1970.
So it couldn't have been her.
Well, yes, it could because what Alex said, she just died recently, and he was there in '73. That's when he gave that info.
But
Well,
didn't
who
didn't
said the
Clara?
lady was 90?
Yeah, but Clara said the woman was physically there at the house after the story hit
Oh,
the
I'm
paper.
sorry. Okay.
If
Whoops.
Claire is correct.
Well,
See, I wonder who Dennis McMahon, who inherited the house, who was living there in 1940, who was 67 in 1940. I wonder what his wife's name was. Because 67 and 40, 77 and 50, 87 and 60, kind of would have been about the same age too. I don't know.
Now I'm on the page of all those obituaries, and I don't even. They're in alphabetical order, and I don't even see an O'Brien or McMahon. Let me go back to the listing. Our Lady of the Angel Cemetery, Cuba, born. Okay, her name was James. Oh no, I'm sorry. Her name was. Fucking say, tell me her name. It's not. It just says Our Lady of the Angels, born in Cuba, New York, lived in Cuba, died in Buffalo on 7/1/8/1970. 7-1-8-1970. Oh, in Hinsdale, New York. Age 72, daughter of James and Margaret McMahon O'Brien. Because I knew Margaret or Elizabeth married O'Brien. They were the last two McMahon sisters who lived. Now I'm going to go back here again. And what the hell was her name? Bradley Campbell. There's not that many people on the list. Dave, Ada, Hoover, James, Joyner, Kibby, Miller, Moore. No McMahon. No. Then why did they open? Why did they send me to this page? There's nobody on this page with that name. All right, up here in the search thing. Let's search. Where's the search on search? Where's the search in Google? I want to search the page. Oh Jesus.
I don't know. One question leads to another.
Yeah, that's what happens with this kind of stuff, especially when you're trying to do.
Yeah. Hi, Mike. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, who's here? Hi, Mike.
Mike Johnson's here. Nancy's here.
No,
Hey,
we're
Mike,
early.
Nancy.
We're just having fun right now. We just figured to get some time on the page.
That's right. Pre-game show.
Keep the page going. Well, I'll show you. Let me show you. This is frustrating as hell. Leave it to Google. To be Google. Share the screen.
Oh, is Nancy there?
Yes.
Okay. Nancy, there's been some changes in the agenda, but it shouldn't change the Friday and Saturday that you were planning on being there. So.
Yeah, she's spending Friday night, and then and so is Sophia, and then Saturday is the big shindig. But here's where I am, Jonathan, on this here. This is the page I have. Painted Hills Genealogy Society, Our Lady of the Angels, and right down here, it says born in Cuba. Doesn't give me a name, but I searched for Elizabeth McMahon O'Brien, and it's coming up with Margaret McMahon O'Brien. And when I click on it, there's all the different obituaries of Our Lady of the Angels in town in Cuba submitted in 2005, and there's no O'Brien or McMahon.
Yeah.
So I don't know how the hell it had me shift over to that one.
Huh.
Here's Elizabeth McMahon. age 56. Okay, that's Locust Valley, New York.
So Elizabeth McMahon, who married O'Brien, she lived on the property,
I don't.
or did she? Is she just a McMahon child and stayed in the area and married an O'Brien? And they had their own house.
The two sisters that wrote letters to the Olean Times Herald were Elizabeth and Margaret.
Okay.
And they wrote really nasty letters about the Dandy family and how they're besmirching their family name, coming from a loving family home. And Father Al has those copies of those. Actually, I think Father Al has the original letters. How he got them, I don't know, but it's in handwritten form.
Hmm.
I don't think they were carbon copy or what do you call it? But he has those letters. And I had those letters too, along with all this stuff. Can I find them? No. Are they in a box somewhere? Yes. I'm going to ask Tina if she can dig through her stuff and see if she can. And I think she's got a couple, not all. I had every article Bob Curran did on the house, and I think there was like 16 or 17 separate articles Bob had put in the Buffalo Evening News.
Wow, that's a
Can
lot.
Can I wonder if I go to the Buffalo News again, and I don't even know if I think that's what it's called now, Buffalo News.
Nancy might know.
Oh yeah, Nancy, Buffalo Evening News. Is it still called that, or is it just the Buffalo News?
Oh, maybe she left. She said, "See y'all tomorrow."
That doesn't mean nothing.
Oh,
She always hangs around and works in the darkness. Subscribe $1 for 3 months. I might as well do it. As long as I can remember to unsubscribe.
yeah, but then they're going to need passwords and everything for your phone.
All they're gonna need is I got my wallet with me. All they're gonna need is my wallet. Hi, Pepper Strong and Salt Week. Can I get into the archives? Let me go to another tab and see. RCHIVES with subscription. Hey, Kyle. Buffalo News is available on newspapers.com and online, home to millions of historical newspapers from around the United States. Currently, digital subscribers have free access to 2 years of the Buffalo News. 2 years. Who gives a shit about 2 years? I need to go back to 1973.
It's too bad they're not open tomorrow, so you can find out how to do that.
I don't know. I don't need to know how to do it. It just tells me I can get to 2 years. What do I care about 2 years? I'm okay, Marcy. I shall call you Marcy, and I will remember that too because I like that name. See, at the Olean Times Herald, they will let me go into the archives and go all the way back to the earliest papers they have and come all the way forward on microfiche. I hate that word. Just call it fish, will you? But I can do that. But the Buffalo News, and here comes Nightbot, and I really do believe that the Buffalo News, the only articles that were written, except for a story here and there like the Times Herald did, was Bob Curran's Corner. Let me try something.
I'd love to read those.
Yeah, I think I have a couple of them from some library in Olean.
SCH Schnet, SCHNETLER. Am I spelling that right? Robert Schnetler obituary. SCHNETT. SCH. Okay, oh, it got it. It even corrected it. Article. Hinsdale haunting. I want to see if I can find that. No, it's going to come up with all the hoopla, bull crap. And, that's just it. When you're searching anything about Hinsdale, New York, and if you type in anything about Native Americans or anything else, you get something on the house.
Right.
just article. I mean, listing after listing after listing, and I want to omit the house.
I don't know how you omit.
There are different ways of searching.
What do you put it in parentheses with a
Now,
negative in front of it?
you put in quotes what you're actually looking for, and it generally will omit all the other stuff that doesn't pertain to your actual search. Bob Schnettler.
What kind of name is that anyway? German?
Don't know.
A lot of names you can tell where they're from for one way or the other. Polish names, German names, Italian, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I doubt it's going to
Yeah,
be very easy.
I'm just nosy like that.
Well, I type in Bob Stettler, only come up with Robert Stettler, Olean Times Herald articles. I get 2, 3, 4, 7.
Well,
and one isn't even. Well, nuts. I was hoping. Well, I do have the article somewhere upstairs. I did remember seeing that. Huh. Well, let's try the original heading. Haunted house in hills of Hinsdale.
Uh-oh, here comes the swear words.
Why is that? Oh, really? Why is that? I just said haunted house in hills of
Right,
Hinsdale.
it's only going to open up one subject.
Oh, it opened up 866,000 actually.
Yeah, they're all going to be the same subject.
Yeah, the haunted Hinsdale Dandy House.
Right.
What is the story? Okay, what is the story? I'd love to read that.
Oh, God.
What evidence is there in the Hinsdale house? You name it, they've seen it.
The only evidence that I've seen is if you test it, you'll get your evidence.
Not always.
True.
I've tested it hundreds of times, and most times I get absolutely nothing.
Really? I didn't know about the hundreds.
Oh, come on, Link. We've talked about this with Tina and you and everybody forever. I don't know how many times I've been aggressive toward the house.
Well, it takes a special aggressiveness.
Used to be every day. Used to be every day just about when I was up there. The same typical aggression, you know. Didn't change any.
No,
Hey, dum dum doesn't warn a scream like it did. I've said a lot worse than that and got nothing. Nothing most of the time. 95%.
Well, but that is when you get evidence.
Well, that's when we get evidence.
Well, the evidence comes out. If it's going to, it'll be then. It won't be. I don't know about K2s. You know, maybe they work. I don't know. But if you want evidence, use that tactic. Make sure you got the recorder on.
Well, what I'm saying is, hang on a minute. Why? What are these things? Why are you telling everybody in the private chat to like and share?
I don't know what I'm typing on. I'm trying to type in the chat, but I don't think it's going there. So I give up.
Yeah, it's in the private chat.
Sorry. Doesn't say that it's private here.
Who's here anyhow? Marcy Nancy went. That, you know what? Marcy, that's it. That's what I use. I recorder and a camera. Recorder and camera is all you need. K2s, REM pods, all that stuff is. It says we have 7 over here on this page. It says over here we only on YouTube we have. You're right. Oh yeah, you are on YouTube. I was off YouTube for a long time, so I don't get too many people coming to my channel anymore. They come later, but they don't come to the lives. Race dude, he was on there with you. I'm looking at the YouTube chat. That's the thing I don't like, Marcy. We're on Facebook and YouTube live right now. You can't see the YouTube chat or the Facebook chat, and YouTube can't. Shit.
Yeah.
YouTube can't see Facebook. Facebook can't see YouTube, but we can see it all in the software we use to stream. And I really think it's just it should be able to cross reference into each other. Yeah, pop into Facebook. It's better over there anyhow. She just popped in because I just saw it go up one more person.
Paul, I'm in the 1940 census for Hinsdale, New York, the federal census, and I found
Okay.
McMahon.
Which one?
I'm sharing the tab. So this is Dennis McMahon.
Yep, I see him.
And his wife is Florence McMahon. I wonder if Florence McMahon was the one, because it says here she was 55 years old in 1940. That would put her as being born 1895.
Yeah, she'd be 65. And
Colette.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Colette.
Yeah, but when did she die?
Well, this is the most recent census that's public, so
Oh,
we'd have to look her up. I assume she's buried next to Dennis McMahon, and their son is John McMahon.
I do believe I saw their I do believe I saw their gravestones at the Maplehurst online when I was doing the research on the family, going down the tree as best I could. I think almost all of the McMahons are married. They're buried in Maplehurst.
yeah.
Pretty much all of them, and that's 8 minutes from the house.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, if Florence was 55, she was 12 years younger than Dennis. If she was 55 and 1940, that would put her as being born in 1885.
Should be 75 in 1970. No, 55 and 40?
1973 minus 1885. That would put her at 88 years old in 1973.
Okay.
I think that's the 90-year-old woman that Clara was talking about who recently died. Maybe. So it would be interesting to see when Florence McMahon died. Did she die around 1973? But how would she know about what happened there? You know, if Alex Tannis is right, that she knew something about the
Alex
murder.
said that she didn't know.
Clara said that Alex said his premonition was that he was seeing an elderly woman who died, who knew something about what happened with the murders.
Oh,
she was not involved.
She didn't know.
When did she die? When she was born?
1885.
That would put her, what, 88? Because I've got a Florence McMahon here.
Yeah, she's 88 when she would have been 88 in 1973.
Well, let me look at this. Here's a Florence McMahon who died at 87.
Okay, well, that's close enough.
But she was, hang on, Allegheny High School. She died in Buffalo, formerly of Bliss Street, Westfield, but let's go back if we can. Mrs. McMahon, main love was for her family, but she hated the haunted house in Hinsdale. She was a member of, never mind, I made that up. I don't see any early life in her obituary, pretty long obituary too, where And all the other McMahons she's related to that are mentioned here are from every other city but here. Westfield, Danville, New York, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Dunkirk, Hamburg again.
Hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Where's her husband? Still okay, Stephen. Well,
Never
wait a
heard
minute.
of him.
Oh, different McMahon then.
Steve was born on April 6, 1930, and only the daughter of late whoever. Florence S. Steve McMahon. What the hell? Steve was born. What the hell kind of? Okay, I don't think that's right, Florence. Let me go find any more. Florence McMahon obituaries. Well, for the heck of it, I'm going to type in Hinsdale too and see if anything comes up. There's another one at 87, but that's Naples, Florida. It looks like Florence McMahon's died when the Hinsdalian Archive, and I bet that's not
Hinsdalian. Wow.
Let me just go to Legacy, see what I can find. There's more. 32. There's 32 obituaries for Florence McMahon. So let me go through these and see what I can come up with. Because this would be the one really that would be a key McMahon to find out anything about and go back just a couple of 3 decades and.
Florence S. 1930.
I'll check Find a Grave.
Oh,
That's another good one. Oh my God. Why does this look like? I don't want to have to read more part is where I get into who their husbands and stuff were. Okay, she's a retired nurse, Pennsylvania. No, you're gone. This is in Connecticut. You're gone. That's Connecticut. Oh, 2 different people. No. Oh, look at that. 3 obituaries in the same, 4 obituaries in the same place, same person. Florence McMahon.
I think I found her.
Well, why would you do that to me? I'm sitting here straining.
Our Lady of Angel Cemetery.
How much?
Oh, here.
how much?
$500.
Yeah.
Hold on,
I
let me put it
only
up here.
charge $5.
You were cheap.
You cheap.
That's the one I'm looking at.
What are
That's
we
the one I'm
sharing
looking
here?
at right now. That's the exact one I got. Florence. That's the Steve one.
Oh.
Look what I'm putting up.
And where do they live?
That's what you put up. You put up the one.
No, that's yours. Look, I'm presenting.
Oh.
I'm backstage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even see yours. Yours is on the bottom row.
Florence Bresnahan McMahon.
Okay, I just saw that one.
She died in 1972, aged 87 in Cuba, Allegheny County.
Close enough.
She was born in 1885. Family members, spouse Dennis McMahon.
That's her
All right.
grandson, right?
Who died in 1950. No, it's her husband, Dennis McMahon, her husband.
He died in 50?
According to this, yeah.
And she was older than him inside, Tammy, and she still lived 22 years longer than he did.
So maybe the McMahon. So who? Okay, if he died in 1950, what happened to the house when he died? He was the legal owner of the property. What happened in 1950?
What happened to it?
Did another McMahon get it? Did the family rent it out?
What was her maiden name?
Bresnahan.
Hang on a minute.
Man,
Okay.
you're pretty good with those names. Bresnahan?
Oh, shit.
All those mix.
That's Florence H. $5.
Florence
Marcy
Henderson.
says.
She's not coming up for me.
Hey, Tammy.
I'm gonna snap this one too. I'm gonna screenshot this one. So I'll bet you any money this is the about 90-year-old lady that Clara mentions in her book that Alex said might have known something.
Can you
And-
spell that middle name for me? Is it Bresnahan?
And IHAN.
Okay.
And Clara's got something in her book about Tanis seeing, quote unquote, seeing this lady
Yes.
hanging around.
She died recently. She wants her story told. She knows something about what happened up there, but she had nothing to do with
Well, we're going to have to start asking for Florence when we're using all
Yeah.
of those, when we're
Link.
using all those devices that don't work.
it.
Right.
Florence could be the source of the perfume.
Yeah.
Florence could be the protective person that Clara talked about.
I think that perfume I smelled, Jonathan, was. I don't know how I can say this. Do I?
Hi, Marcy.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi,
I don't
Jackie.
know. Can I say that it was a newer smell? But I mean, it was just so. I just found. Look at this. Oh my God.
Well, newer
I thought-
smell. Maybe she died in 72. Maybe she had some 60s perfume.
I found Catherine Dennis, Elizabeth Doherty McMahon, Florence Bresnahan McMahon, Gertrude I. McMahon, John McMahon, Leo McMahon, all in the Cuba Cemetery. Wait a minute, holy cow! They all died at the same year?
Must have been something in the water.
No, just two of them died in the same year. Dennis and John T. both died in 1950.
What are the chances?
Dennis was born 1872 and John was born 1870. Were they brothers? I
Yeah.
wonder.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Dennis and
There was-
John were, and they died the same year.
Hmm.
Wow, that's really messed up.
So there was the oldest Michael McMahon and Catherine McMahon were married. Oldest son was James. Something happened to him.
I better screenshot this.
John and Dennis survived. Then there was Elizabeth, age 5, and there must have been another one after that.
There was probably some world war or something, and everybody croaked.
Well, Spanish flu, who knows?
Yeah.
Weird things tonight.
What, you got some weird feelings tonight? What?
No, I said, where are you getting these weird things tonight? There was no wars that we know of in the year that we're talking about, or years we're talking about.
Oh,
Well, there are epidemics, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
A war on the epidemic, right.
Let me save this in the dandy house.
The icy hot is getting to my brain.
You're not supposed to rub it in your face.
Yeah. And snip it all
McMahon.
night. You're not supposed to
Cuba.
snip that stuff.
That was your problem yesterday at work, young man.
Yeah, I know.
You
You know,
put the
there's-
icy hot in the wrong spot.
I know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's more than 7 McMahons. I do believe in the Cuba Cemetery. They're all buried in the same plot area.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they do that
They're
in Tennessee. You know. Hey, Marcy.
All of them between D5 and D13.
I
Well,
do
a lot
like
of times they buy a lot of plots, and then they all, want to go there.
Well, yeah, if the family had a big plot,
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
I do like Link's idea, though, trying to talk to Florence Bresnahan
Oh
McMahon.
yeah,
Because
You know
maybe,
how
maybe Alex was right.
You know how many
Maybe he
times?
was right.
Do you know how many times people have said, "Is that you, Flo?" And then they say
Oh.
the K2 goes off. Maybe they're talking to Flo McMahon instead of Flo.
You know what? Paul, you could be onto something there. I didn't make that connection. Yeah, Mike, right. TB.
because in one of the
Scarlet
things I
fever.
saw here, one of the articles or whatever I just saw that I've skimmed away from now. I'm on like 1,500 of them. Her name was in quotes Flo.
Yeah.
Which most are called Flo when her name is Florence.
Right.
Well, then we'll just have to say Florence McMahon. If you're here, hit Paul in the head with a frying pan.
Or let's smell your perfume.
Yep, 87 years old.
Wow. You'll have to tell Clara that you guys found the lady she was referring to in her book.
No, we're
Elizabeth only made it to 66. Leo McMahon, he made it to 80. Another one, 85.
Oh, Marcy's going up next weekend.
Hey, Marcy, good luck with that.
Oh, are you, Marcy? Yeah, good luck.
Are you
Yeah.
going to sleep
Right
there
there.
alone, Marcy?
What the hell are you eating now?
Sleep in Laura's bedroom if you're alone.
John lived to be 80. Gertrude only lived to be 53.
Who is Gertrude?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know who's.
Oh, actually, let me go back to the census. Did they have a child? Oh, I think I did read that. In 1940, they had a son, John, who was 33.
John? I wonder if that's Johnny.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I'm sure the McMahon family, as big as they were, there would have been a scandal or a write up. So that Johnny story, I've got to find out something about it or something.
Yeah, like what year it was, because there's no record of any Johnny living there.
Marcy's going with a
We
group.
don't know. We don't know.
True, but we know a lot.
But we don't know everything. We don't know every tenant.
Well,
that
you're
lives
right.
in our house.
You're right. And based on that, I think we should all get sent home.
What?
Nothing.
You're having a bad night tonight, Link.
Marcy, you're going to have to ask for Florence McMahon.
Yeah, that's what she said. I'm going to ask for Flo now. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Flo, right. You gotta give the last name, I guess.
Yeah, record any interactions you may have.
Gertrude, yeah. I used to get a lot of Gertrudes when they were online, when they were live a few years back.
I wonder if all these McMahons I have listed here, the 7 of them, did they all live at the house? Catherine and Dennis did. I do believe Catherine lived there. Oh wait, wasn't that Dennis's wife?
Dennis and Florence were married.
Okay. See, now I'm getting them mixed up.
Well, all I remember is Catherine didn't like the house.
How do we know that?
You said it. Well, some lady with that name didn't like the house. I don't know. I thought I'd sleep in Mike's room. Oh, have fun in Mike's room, Marcy. I got scratched. I had somebody messing with the doorknob. Yeah, you sleep safely in Mike's room. Oh, God. I had teeth marks on my left hand. I had a burn mark on my lip. Yeah, that's a good room. Give it a shot.
I'd like to see that letter, Paul, of the 2 McMahon women who wrote and said it was a peaceful house. That would be interesting. As I said before, I'd like to see all of the Curran's Corner articles about the Hinsdale house.
What? Now who's dinging?
Marcy, I'll have to tell you all about it.
Where the hell's
someday.
okay.
I shortened it, but yes, Florence McMahon. Yeah.
Yeah, I can close that. Am I me on the Facebook or the house? I'm me. Okay. Let me look up one more thing because I do believe I saw this. Maybe I didn't.
You saw them, Marcy? Okay. Yeah, I noticed them right when I woke
now
up.
what?
I'm talking to Marcy while you're...
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to my computer. Just went nuts. And
Sounds like a rough night of drinking. I wish. the paperwork says I can't bring my Rumplemans, so I left it at home.
Jesus.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I think he's on something tonight. What is the
It's
other
the icy hot.
Marcy and I are having a conversation. Mike. Oh, Mike said that. Oh, no. Yeah, I wish it was a fun night, but it was kind of quiet, peaceful. I didn't even wake up. Those little demons over there are pretty slick with how they scratch the hell out of you, put a burn mark on your mouth, bite into the top of your hand.
I can't even think.
My thigh.
Oh my God, I got two of them results with the Olean Times Herald with McMahon. Okay. Show results.
Paula, you mentioned Elizabeth McMahon, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm on the 1930 U.S. Census for Hinsdale. Living in the household is Dennis McMahon, his wife Florence, his son John, and his daughter Elizabeth M., who in 1930 was 18 years old.
Who was 18? Elizabeth or John?
Elizabeth M. McMahon was 18 years old in 1930.
Okay.
Jackie, yeah.
So she was born in 1902? No, I'm sorry, 1912. 12 and 18. Yeah, that's 30.
Shit. I can't find it.
Jonathan, if you're reading those census things, that chicken scratch is so hard to read. I don't know.
I don't have a problem with it.
Really?
I can read it all right. Let me try over
here.
Oh, shit. That's going to be the archive. It's not going to be any place I can find it online. You know, unless it was important enough for the Times Herald to make a thing about it or something. But you know what? I'm just going to have to go out to the newspaper archives. What's it called? New York. No, I don't want New York Historical anything because they're never right. Newspapers.com. Isn't that it?
Sounds
300 million pages. No, I don't want 300 million pages. I want the other one. It's not that's the New York Public Library. That's free stuff. Do they have a database online we can search? The New York Public Library?
Yeah.
Now, when they say New York, do they mean New York crappy ass city or do they mean the whole state?
Oh my God.
Well, us down here in Western New York don't have any use for the city.
I know that.
Because all of our taxes go up there.
I can sense the animosity.
I don't know if this is an interesting piece of information, but the 1930 census where Dennis McMahon is listed and Florence and John and Elizabeth, the road that they live on is called Haskell Road. It wasn't called McMahon.
There is a Haskell Road, which you take to get over there. I go up the Haskell, which is the back way, and then I hit what the hell's the name of the road? There's a dirt it's paved now. I hit a small road where then you turn right at the farmers there link to get past the airplane in his barn.
Where the cemetery is?
Yeah, the Haskell Flat Cemetery.
Right.
Well, I can find out where that is. Where's the Haskell Flat Cemetery? I'll tell you what road it's on.
Would they have possibly called where they live Haskell Road? Or would it have connected to?
That would mean they didn't live anywhere. It was never called Haskell Road up there. The McMahon Road was never called Haskell Road.
Well, either this is a different.
Yeah,
either they didn't live there.
One, then.
What's
Haskell is a few miles, 2 miles away from Wagner and McMahon. Like 2 miles away. I don't know. Maybe they could have been one road years ago, but I haven't
No,
seen
that was
on the
no
maps.
Haskell's always been its own road.
Okay. Well, I haven't seen it on the map, so that's why I disagreed right away.
God, they don't even tell me the address for the Haskell Flat Cemetery. Are you
Wow.
kidding me? There's the picture of the gate that we looked at.
Yeah, we got a videotape.
Haskell Flat Cemetery, also known as the Haskell Flat Cemetery. What the fuck does that
What
mean?
the hell? Also known as the Haskell. Well, Paul Kenyon, also known as Paul Kenyon, will be starring tonight on a broadcast here
Yep,
for your viewing pleasure.
he's definitely on something tonight. They don't give a darn name for the street.
Wow. Well, maybe it was Bob's Road. How long did McMahons live on the house? Oh, God. 1888 or something like that.
McMahon's lived there, according to the McMahons, for nearly 100 years. And the first McMahon that ever owned it was 1863, and that was Dennis?
I think. It's on those maps that I sent you.
No, it's not Dennis. It's Michael. Michael McMahon is the first one to own the house. 1863. Bought it from, and I'm going to say Butler again.
Burton.
Butler.
Burton.
1861, he purchased it.
Oh, 61? I thought it was 63.
61, according to the Cattaraugus County deed.
Wow.
That I remember.
1861. Well, heck, the house was just built a little bit before that. You just noticed my name under my name, Marcy? Wow.
Yeah, he's a beast, all right.
Yeah, Jackie, they were bragging. They had it in their name, in their family name, numerous family members for around 100 years or something. That's what they were saying.
What in the hell?
Well, if Dennis McMahon owned the property, which we know he did, we can establish that. And if he died in 1950, we can kind of establish that from that find a grave. That would put 90 years of McMahon ownership of the property. And who owned it after that? If one of Dennis McMahon's, if John McMahon, Dennis's child, inherited it, then yeah.
Well, Paul says the Reeses bought it maybe in the 60s or something.
69 or 60, yeah, 69, according to the information I have in handwriting. It says the Reeses took over in 1969.
From the McMahons.
But that doesn't make any sense. That's where I got confused with Charlie saying they lived there from 60 to 65, because he told me the Reeses offered to sell the house to his father. His father wasn't financially able to do so. And if they took it over in 69, they had to have lived there until 69, because then the Dandies bought it in 1970. So we got a gap of 5 years somewhere. Because if Charlie and his family lived there from 60 to 65, who the hell lived there from 65 to 70?
Yeah, or did anyone?
Well, the school teacher lived there.
I thought that was after the Dandies.
It was. I'm trying to go backwards.
Okay.
The school teacher and the truck driver lived there after Clara.
Hey, Kelly.
I don't know. Hi, Kelly. I don't know. I don't know who lived there. And if
Well, maybe they couldn't rent it because it was full of rats
he
or
would
something.
call me back.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Well, it is vacation time for him too. He's probably in Florida.
Florida? Who's got time for that? You got land to plow.
He doesn't do that. And what the hell are you drinking tonight besides water? You act like you're crazy over there.
You told me that the lady said he was out in the farm field on the tractor all day. What does that mean to you?
Get your story straight. That was the guy that I called to talk to Warren Emerson's brother. My God.
Oh, I thought you said that those other people were on the tractor.
Yeah,
Hi,
the
Charlie.
other-
Charlie's here.
Hey, Halliday.
Yeah, he was here an hour ago.
Oh,
Well,
well,
Hey,
notice.
we're talking about when you lived at the house.
And from whom did your parents rent it?
Okay, Charlie. Okay, let me do this. They knocked the barn down exactly where, according to KG Reese, who the Reese family owned the property, he was there when the bulldozer knocked the barn down, ran over it several times, chopped it up with the hoe, the backhoe, and when they dug the pond, they put part of the barn in the pond, and I don't know where the rest of it went, whether they spread it all over the woods or what. But I'm trying to get a hold of KG to get the story completely straight, because there's 5 years of time missing somewhere. If you moved out in '65, who the hell was there between '65 and '70? That's what I want to get from KG. Because the Reeses did offer to sell you the house, right, Charlie?
Sean,
I
yes.
don't know, Sean, if it was rented, because the McMahons lived there. According to, oh shit, now I got to go look that up again now. I've already got over 40 tabs open on both my monitors.
Darn research.
I do like researching, though. I'd rather do the research in history than try and find a cockamamie ghost.
Well, I mean, the research, yeah, it's factual. You have something to back it up with, not.
That's the thing. You get the facts instead of all the baloney that's floating around.
Right. And if somebody says, well, how do you know that? Well, here's the documentation.
Yeah, because, okay, I think the last story I heard was the McMahons didn't move into the house until 1880 something. Well, we know that's not true. It was sold to Michael in 1861.
Right.
What was I just looking up? Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to look it up. It's on my computer somewhere. What the hell is this? I got another Facebook page underneath a Facebook page, and I got my calendar open. Why? Okay, let me look here. I'll find it real quick. It's on my desktop, I do believe. Well, sure. Now I'm going to not find it.
Wonder if the town of Hinsdale could give you tax records as to who
I have.
paid taxes on the property.
Maybe
in the
she can
50s.
tell me.
I don't think the town of Hinsdale knows which hand washes the other one, to be honest with you. They're pretty dense down there. I try to get information from the clerk and everything, and they don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Is this in Hinsdale? Yeah. Yeah, I just gave you the address. Okay, I found it. Oh, good for you. Why are you there?
Where is that office? In the fire station?
No, it's right. It's on the when you leave Crosby's and head toward Franklinville, it's on the left-hand side, just before you get to the underpass.
Oh. They should condense buildings and work out of the same place.
Can you
It's
believe
not like they're New York City or anything.
Do you know where Union Valley Road is in Hinsdale?
Yeah, it's halfway between Crosby's and the overpass going back into Olean. Actually, it's closer to Crosby's. Where the hell is this article?
Why? What do you see there, Jonathan?
Well, according to the census document on April 28th, 1930, the census taker recorded a Gardner family, the McMahons, Underwood, and Burton, all on Haskell Road, and then moved on to Union Valley Road and did the Dutton family and the Hatch family.
Oh God! Now, why'd you have to bring up the Dutton? Because somewhere I heard the name Dutton up there at the house. Now you're going to really make my head start spinning.
Well, the Duttons lived on Union Valley Road, so I don't know if the census taker maybe was wrong. Maybe he thought he was on Haskell Road, and
Oh my God!
What am I looking at? Okay,
Now we have to worry about the census taker having all the wrong information.
well, he wrote here that applied icy hot before I took census data. Oh, that would explain a lot. Also says drank 2 Tim Hortons coffees.
Yeah. That'll do it.
That's
to
not
you
going to
every
follow
time.
you.
That'll do it to you every time.
I'm not as concerned about the name of the road. I mean,
Oh,
who knows where the census taker was from?
yeah, he could have been nipping at the sherry on his wagon. Hey,
But
Lucy.
I do have confidence in having the names of the people.
Oh,
okay.
You
Here,
can follow
guys.
that up.
Here.
uh-oh.
Deeded to Ken and Donna Reese in 10-9-69. Like I said, 69.
Okay.
Is that from Cassidy's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
if
don't
the
know.
Reeses wanted to buy out or sell out to the family that lived there.
Here you go. Wait, when did Florence die? 50?
Oh.
Florence died in 1973.
Do we know when Dennis died?
1950.
Okay. Dennis McMahon to widow Florence McMahon and next of kin. He gave the house to his wife at 1950.
Well, I would hope so.
Yeah,
Oh.
that would make sense. It would fall to her.
That's Gertrude, Margaret, and Elizabeth. Margaret O'Brien. There you go. Margaret O'Brien. Where the hell is Florence? See, these are the two I told you about, Margaret and Elizabeth. Now we got wait, Florence was Dennis's wife.
Yeah.
So ignore me. And now we have John's son, Gertrude daughter, Margaret daughter, Elizabeth daughter.
Sophia,
Margaret
it's always a
O'Brien
pleasure.
is the one that wrote to the Times Herald, and Elizabeth Rowley is the other daughter. That
Okay.
wrote, and they were sisters who wrote to the Times Herald. Now I got my shit together.
Well, amen to that.
So now I'll get copies of the Hi Papa, or no, I'm Papa. Hi Sophia.
Oh my God.
Hi,
What are you
Sophia.
nipping at over there? You drinking something?
So, well, you're just sitting there looking at a screen. Why don't you get your damn computer on and do some research?
I'm not good at that like you guys.
Link
I'm
is our
looking at your
comic
bald
value.
head.
So John and Elizabeth McMahon to Dennis McMahon, they deeded the house to him in 1912.
Yes. Yeah, so John, for whatever reason, deeded the house to his brother. It was originally deeded to John and Dennis. They shared it.
Uh-huh.
John, for whatever reason, said take it or sell it or whatever. Maybe he moved to Florida. I don't know.
Or Iowa or something.
Yeah.
Well, who the hell is Maddie Edwards?
Maddie Edwards. She
She
might have
doesn't-
been the housekeeper, huh?
Maddie Edwards to Perrin Edwards for $400.
Where do you
And
see
then
that?
huh?
Where do you see that?
I got it on the deed here. This is
That
the
was the
original deed.
neighbor's house. Jesus Christ.
And this is the original deed that I had. Then it's deeded to Dennis and Florence McMahon in 1912, that same year.
Oh, is that Cassidy's?
Well, no, this is the one that I had, and then she corrected it. Although she has her name on this deed, but this deed I got back in 1980.
Wow.
So how she's putting her, well, it's her research, so I can understand that. But I had this deed long before anybody else had it.
Well, the county, I'm sure, had it before you did.
long before these people who are trying to think they know something.
Oh,
So the parent name is either an error or
Yeah, because she's got Maddie Edwards to Parent Edwards for 400 belong to another property.
Charlie, she might have been the one that dismantled that chimney.
she got upset. Yes.
Oh,
And
she's
bored.
all mad about something. Those kids make too much noise. Oh, we got another one for Yasko.
What happened?
Charlie had to sleep in the crawl space when he was younger. That's why he had such a big family.
Oh,
She lived in the crawl space.
That's kind of creepy.
Somebody better tell Sam and Colby that they had a resident in the crawl space.
I'm thinking of getting up the nerve to put on the right. I'm thinking about getting on.
I'm so sorry,
I've got to mute.
Paul. I apologize for interrupting your statement there.
I'm gonna put on the right clothing and get in that crawl space under Mike's room in the kitchen.
I have one of those Tyvek suits.
They crawl under there all the time and squirt that stuff up there that isn't.
They don't
right
crawl
for
in
them.
there and squirt it. They squirt it from the basement.
Yeah, he crawls in that hole and
They
goes.
don't crawl in the thing. He only goes in far enough to reach his arms in there. He doesn't crawl in.
That stuff is squirted all the way to the back.
Yes, yes. Under pressure, those things do that. They squirt them throughout an entire attic and never walk into it before they start the work.
Oh, they're using those cans of handheld.
Well, let me
Crap.
tell Dan. Let me tell Dan that he's wrong. Then that the guy actually crawled in there, and you're wrong. I'll tell Dan
All right, if you say
because
so.
I asked him if anybody crawled all the way in. He said no. They sprayed from inside the opening.
Jeez, they should get their money back then because it's not working right.
Charlie said his dad. Charlie said his dad went into the space a couple of times.
Yeah, there's plenty of room under there. Well, what do you want under there at your age?
I thought you were going to do an Estes in the crawl space. Truly.
No, I wanted to go in the Estes above the kitchen.
That's what I mean.
Oh, he's talking about underneath the kitchen.
There's a big hole in the rock wall where you can go under.
I know what you mean. Okay.
But I didn't hear why he wants to go under there.
Well, in my old age, you punk,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
going to go under there and see what I can dig out of the dirt.
bones. That's
I
where
hope
they
so.
get the bodies.
It seems so weird, though. You know, why would somebody squeeze dead people under a
They didn't.
I know they didn't.
What's under the kitchen?
A crawl space. Hi, Charlie.
A dirt floor and 2-3 feet of area between the ground and the wood above.
Yeah, about 2 feet. There's not much room.
See, all this time, with that Alex Tannis premonition about bodies being
I've
stacked up,
always thought he meant up above too, John.
that's what I thought, Paul. But now
That's what he meant. That's what everybody else has turned it around because he said above the stairs. But I am not going to correct that anymore.
okay.
Let
All right.
people go on with their silliness
I see.
because it
Well,
makes
the
it
people-
more excited.
The people that are visiting there come from my neck of the woods, and a crawl space is under
It's usually
the
under,
structure.
yeah. But they do call crawl spaces above the house if it's not a full attic. They call
Yeah.
them crawl spaces too.
Exactly.
Not where I live. That's an attic. Crawl
Even if
or
it's only
not,
3 feet.
it doesn't matter. It's an attic where I live.
You Midwesterners. And you call a roof a rough.
A rough.
A roof.
Roof.
A
What's
roof.
under the kitchen? Kelly, there's dead bodies. Don't go there. You don't want to go under there. Up there above the kitchen. Don't think I'll be
No.
going there.
I wouldn't
What's
go
up,
in there.
Marcy? Paul wants to go.
I've already cleaned up one asshole that went up there and fell through the ceiling, and I'm not going to do that again.
Paul, if you want an excellent fish fry, Paul, you're supposed to go to the Hungry Burrow in Ceres
In series,
or wherever that is.
right down the street.
Oh. Are you going to meet all your fans there and sign books tonight?
I won't be going there at all.
Oh. Well, nobody ever takes me when I come up there, so I was just, checking it out. I thought we were supposed to go to that other place for fish fry. Jonathan, I got a plan. If I'm still there on Friday night.
And that remains to be seen.
Yeah, remains to be. Thank you. I do love that one.
No, I'm laughing at what I'm reading.
Oh.
Synonyms for attics: lofts, garrets, hay lofts, and cock lofts.
What did you just say? Did you just swear on this live?
My granddaughter did, Mike, but I'm going to grow it back. You know what? I said I was going to grow a beard till I died, and I'm going to.
Paul, you talked to shaving your beard. And I'm from Buffalo.
It's called a cock loft. COCKLOFT.
I never heard of such a thing.
Well, of course not. You're from Wisconsin. You guys haven't heard much of anything.
Well, what internet are you on?
Oh, boy.
I never heard of a
guy who never heard of
loft.
Guy at 60 years old never heard of a TENS unit.
TENS unit. Yeah, I never heard of that.
What was your other thing the other night, Jonathan, we were talking about? He said, what is that?
Is it pick on Link night? His granddaughter. Now he's going to shove his granddaughter in the cross space? Oh, my God. Paul, you are just nasty.
You just need to either turn your computer on and read the chat, or I'm going to mute you for the rest of the night.
I'm reading everything that everybody's saying about you. Olean has 3.
I don't have a name for it, Charlie.
Yeah,
actually,
Charlie.
I do have a name for it. I did come up with a name the other night. I don't know if I should even say it.
Oh, well.
And it's not Tales from the Cock Walk.
Oh, God.
Tales from the Cock Loft, or whatever it's called.
Well.
I love watching you guys, as I learned so many new words and phrases and all of this New York, New England business that you guys are living. But it's not out yet. Right. Maybe this century, Charlie, we'll see.
I totally forgot what the hell I was going to say.
Yeah, it's because I distracted you. TENS unit.
Are you moving out this way, Link, or no?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to move out this way. I'm moving Paul in with me because he needs a keeper. He's very, very,
I need a keeper. I'm the keeper of everybody else. What are you talking about?
Well, I've noticed when I'm up there that oh my God. So I'll just let it go at that and not say details. And yeah, and he's gonna hate every minute of it because he won't be in the same structure. I mean, he won't be in a structure by himself, which is what he wants. He wants to be alone.
Jesus Christ! I muted you. I muted you because you're saying everything that I want to say.
Okay,
Shut
say
up
it
already.
Then. Say it.
Jesus Christ, man. Do you have your background on? I saw you messing with your background. Did you have it where you have a green screen or something? Because everything in your background's all over the place.
It is?
Well, you've got something in the settings, I think, because your background's usually clear as a bell.
What's your point?
Your background's very blurry. I'm asking you a simple
Oh,
question.
I put it on blur.
How the hell do you do that in settings?
Quit changing the subject. We're talking about the crawl space.
I think Kelly said she'd take you both in.
Yeah, I couldn't picture you two living in the same city. Wow. Well, that's an interesting one.
Well, we could both live in the same city. It's just that one of us wouldn't be living very friggin' long.
Right.
Who do you put your money on, folks?
And I found this dump right down the road, and they want 30 grand for it. And I'm gonna bid in 3,000 because they won't even show you one picture inside.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Something's wrong with that picture.
They said they will not show interior pictures. Well, what the hell's wrong with it?
Right? Is there dead bodies
I
piled
was
up?
going to say it must be
Hannah
stacked
said?
with dead bodies.
Right.
So I watched that new video that came out 4 days ago. And I got to go see if they made a comment. They loved my video. They loved my comment, but I want to see if they actually
Oh my
responded to it.
Don't be stingy. You have to say what video it was.
Oh, when I can remember who it was, I will. I watched so many
Oh.
videos, so I got to tell them all, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
This isn't about proving people wrong. It's haunted. What's haunted? Charlie, don't be stingy.
Wait a minute. Okay, stop talking for a minute. See if you can hold your breath. You said it's not about proving people wrong. And what am I doing for Clara? When these assholes with their groups get on YouTube and say the Dandy family lived there for a year, 16 months, Mary is dead. They were conjuring up Mary today. And guess who happened to look at that video today? Because she's now curious. Mary. And what did I hear from Clara? You tell these,
Yeah.
they better knock it off or learn the history.
No, I was talking about you proving me wrong. I didn't
No,
mean anything
not
about
you.
Clara.
Not you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I was talking about. $3,000 house. No, they want 30. I wouldn't give them more than 3 because you can't see inside, Charlie.
It's not even
You're being generous.
It used to be a store at one time, Charlie. It's a 2-story building on the main drag. It was probably built, I'd say about 1890,
Yeah.
maybe the turn of the century. And it's an absolute dump. They painted it gray, but didn't even finish the whole job. Half the building up at the top's not done painted. I saw the
Looks
people.
like it's going to collapse.
If anybody ever saw the series, the movies Wrong Turn, the people that live there, I think, are from that movie. And if you haven't seen the people from Wrong Turn, type it in Google and you'll see the people that lived or that were in that movie.
Absolutely.
Child is going to do it right now.
So
Okay,
was
New
a
York-
store like a general store in 1890
It was a pretty good size. It was the size of the Fountain of Youth that I owned.
in Hinsdale?
No, right on the main drag, just between Port
In
Road.
Olean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his place was in
I've
Olean.
seen that. We've looked at that one. Yeah.
Right. That dumpy looking thing with a big hole in the wall.
Oh, yeah.
It faces the road. There's a big hole.
What
I
was
don't know, the rats or something.
What was I looking up?
I don't know.
Let me go back to the chat here. Somebody said something, and then I said something. You said something, and you said something to prompt me to look something up. And now I don't know what the hell I was going to look up.
Oh, we were talking about some video that you were watched or going to watch.
Yeah. I got to go to YouTube. That's what I was trying to do.
Let's
Jeez.
watch a bit of it.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes. All right. We'll do that.
What else are we gonna
Okay.
do?
I
I'm
remember
sorry,
their name.
Kelly.
I remember their
Yeah,
name.
let's watch something. I'm sorry, Kelly. The latest vid on YouTube. Yes, Charlie. So, Charlie, you guys
Kelly,
probably
I'm sorry.
lived there till 69, according to Paul.
Wow. I
Well-
typed in their video name, and all I'm getting is a bunch of Chinese stuff and stuff. I don't even see it. Their channel hasn't even come up yet.
Marcy, I don't think he remembers the channel name, so we have to.
I
wait.
just told you it's the Outcast, for Christ's sake. Will you listen?
Outcast. He's looking for some Outcast.
I'll find it. You sent the video. You sent the link to it because you're always sending links about all these ridiculous places to watch.
No, the last one I sent you was Beardo because he took
Oh
you
no,
up.
the last one you sent me was about Sam and Colby.
Yeah, Beardo.
Excuse me.
Beardo reported out on Sam and
and
Colby.
I can't go through my history because my history upstairs is different than the history down here.
Mine coincide. Doesn't matter where I'm at. When I get home, if I go,
Well, it doesn't matter.
history.
I'm glad that yours does. Mine doesn't because I have 3 different YouTube.
Oh my God. 3 YouTube accounts. Okay.
No, I don't know. Never mind. Never mind. It's going to go. You need a backstop on your hat.
No. You go to history, then you go out of history and you come back, and what you watched somewhere else will pop up then. But you have to get out of it.
On my television upstairs, I am the 40-year drummer because I made that account 21 years ago or whenever it was.
When God was a boy, yes. Okay. What's your point? What-
It's not my channel that I have down here that I log into. Will you shut up so I can figure out what I'm looking for?
God.
Go get some
Light.
peanuts or something.
Haha, this is light compared to mine. Beardo. Yeah, he's great.
This is like compared. Oh, I give up. I don't know what the hell I'm looking for.
You're looking for a video.
Outcasts.
Keeper. That's what I'm saying. Needs a keeper. Or caretaker or something. I don't know.
All right, I got it. Here we go. These guys are foreigners. I don't know where they're from. I like them. I do like the guys. I really do. I think they're really good.
Can I ask one little tiny question without getting my head ripped off? Where are they investigating?
Hinsdale House.
Where the hell
Oh,
did
they came across the pond and they're investigating
Yes.
the Hinsdale house.
They're probably from Canada. Who knows?
Where the hell is the mute button?
Oh,
Right there.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Outcast channel. Tonight we are at the Hinsdale House.
They are. They're Canadian. They're French Canadian.
Effing house.
The experience, their bed shaking.
Everything you might imagine.
Those aren't the guys who stopped by when you and Link were there, were they? Were you? Were they the ones when you were there?
No.
oh,
They were going to investigate. They were only going around the places.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if they came back. Taking notes.
So back to 1970, the Dendy's family, which is Phil, Clara.
That
and
is
then the
definitely French
children.
Canadian.
Mike,
okay.
Beth, Laura, and Mary. They moved here 1970, and before that, the Hinsdale House was not known ever across the world like it is today. Why is that? The Dendy family lived through some episodes of Poltergeist. They experienced their bed shaking, the pictures being broken,
Object
scratches,
moving, physical apparitions, like
shadows.
yeah, and more, like everything you might imagine. Yeah, they saw and they felt it.
So this is the living room, guys. There is not much activity, so we made camp here.
That's
for
the
all our
kitchen.
devices.
Quarter of the house, so we've got our pizza, our gear,
And flies.
Oh, the Crosby's?
obviously.
So this
What kind of
is
pizza,
Mike's bedroom.
It goes so fast.
And here
But he
comes
just called the kids in
biggest
the
part of
living
the
room.
house.
Something got lost in translation.
Oh,
So this is the living room
again.
No, that's
These are all the rooms.
with the dolls, of course. Look at this creepy doll, man. Look at her eyes.
I want to know the name of the lady that made those and
Would you sleep
donated
with
them.
her? I mean, by your side. Let me see.
Marcy, I think he said something about Outcast.
If you watch this whole video, everything they do is spot on. Everything. They ask a question, boom, something happens.
Really?
Yeah. Every single time.
Oh yeah. Let's fast forward to that part.
Well, but let me tell you, watch the editing also. a word comes out of the spirit box, and after they ask a particular question, and then the word comes out, and there's an edit. So I think this has been edited to suit what they were doing.
Just fit their needs. Oh,
Now you saw Jonathan. Did you watch the? Did you watch the video I sent in chat on the flashlight? How it works?
No, I did not.
It's a 21-minute video, very, very precise and scientific in how
right.
the mini mag light works, the kind that you turn on and turn off by turning the head.
Yep.
You can adjust it just right to where it goes off. This guy explains scientifically with physics how that works because it's not a ghost talking. And I
Yeah.
said this 5 or 6 years ago to Tina, and she got mad at me.
Oh, I've always thought the flashlight thing was baloney.
And then when I saw the video, I almost
So
clapped.
we're gonna move upstairs and start our investigation. And
Mythos.
Nice
Mythos.
touch that we got here.
Those stairs could use some treads.
Yeah, they could.
We've got like 5 of those all around the house. Oh man, yo!
I'm being attacked.
Oh, whoa!
Who's putting bells all
Literally
over the
being
place?
attacked by the flies. Look at this. This is so tiny as well.
Nice place.
It's not tiny.
cozy.
God.
Like warming.
My
This
bedroom
one
was
feels
like that
heavy.
when I was growing up.
The fake
That's
Annabelle doll.
I hate to watch
Yo,
it.
the music box. Wow.
Nice.
That feels like a Harry Potter room.
Harry
Got some
Potter.
Harry Potter vibe.
That music box was smooth. Laura's room.
He moved it.
So the
Who's that?
activities was so intense and frequent that they had to call the priest to do a
That was the neighbor.
structural exorcism.
So
Yeah,
eventually
I heard
they sent
about that.
Father Alphonsus to do some digging here and find proofs that the house was haunted. And eventually the Vatican deemed the house demonic,
What?
and Father Alphonsus came with
The Vatican was never even contacted about the house.
Ed and Norman Warren to do a cleansing of the house.
And
Okay.
Ed and Warren did not cleanse the house with Father Alphonsus. It was Alex Tanis, and Ed and Lorraine never went to the house. Ever.
Which
Come
did
on, you
not
three
work.
And
Quebecois.
which led to Dandy's family moved, I think, a few months after that, like 3 or 4 months
Yeah.
after the cleansing. So yeah, it didn't work at all.
1974 they left the house.
I thought it was 75.
It was.
So we're moving back to 2015.
So where do these people
Daniel
get their
Clay
information?
decided to
Misinformation.
buy and then restore the whole house. And
A crystal ball?
I don't know. Do they watch other videos? Do they watch other YouTubers and say, okay, let's write that down, guys. They moved out in 74.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do. I really, really believe that most people just get their information wherever they get it.
Yes, Charlie. Laura.
Well, you know what?
Bathroom.
Marcy, I was there while they called Lorraine because I was interviewed before they called Lorraine. And Lorraine, I don't hold it against her in any way. I don't hold it against the Warrens that they said they were there. Lorraine was already suffering from Alzheimer's at the time. They asked her, if you remember correctly, and I'll watch the video again on Paranormal Lockdown, but I do believe they asked her, do you remember the country house? And of course, they've been to many country homes, and
Right.
Lorraine said it was, very demonic, but they'd never been there. They never. Clara will say the same thing. She just watched the video a few weeks ago, and said that she watched where they're continually saying that Ed and Lorraine went to the house. They did not go to this house.
Decided also to make some research with a ground penetrating radar.
That's a metal detector.
Actually, they found a lot of dead bodies like right here. So we might be walking right now over some non-found bodies.
I do like these
And right
guys.
there, this is the pond that they allegedly found some body parts some years ago.
So guys, earlier we
Hi, Kim.
Hi, Kim. I don't know any. Do you know of any body parts that were found in the
I
pond?
thought Dan admitted that they found a headstone and a large bone
Yeah, I
recently.
think so. But I'd like to
So-
see the headstone.
Well,
Could have
maybe
been a
that's
deer
where he's
body
getting-
or a cow body, not a.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, Dan said something about a big bone, so maybe they're thinking it's a body of a human instead of a body of an animal.
One way
I
to
don't
find
know.
out. Where's the bone?
Oh, by the way, what I've gathered so far, April 3rd is the release of Deathwalker season 4.
Oh,
So we'll see if April 3rd comes out. I mean, if it does come out, I hope it does. And it's not going to be. It won't be the Dandy House first episode. I think there'll be someplace else, but I just hope it's not the Dandy House being the last episode. My God, I'll lose my mind.
Oh,
Paul,
so they're not releasing everything at
one
once.
Of the,
Paul, I wanted to ask you quick, as long as you had it paused. Which show did Mary end up watching? Which I find miraculous.
This one.
This one. Okay, thank you.
caretaker of the house, and she told us that they put flags down
No, she was
where
not there.
they found things that resemble bodies. So they put flags
Well, she came
where
up.
the
And
spot
it wasn't haunted. I
So-
suppose
some
that's
right here, man.
So I think
Maybe
they're
walking.
gonna do some further investigations about it, but
For
not right
sure.
now.
Maybe
And
we walk on dead body.
Here, she also warned us about a bobcat roaming around.
Yeah. They caught the bobcat on.
I'm glad he mentioned this. Rich Powley, the guy that does the lawns up there, he said there's possibly more than one bobcat in that hanging around that area. So we do need to be careful at night. Although they're not going to attack us in
No.
most cases, they're going to run like hell.
Bobcat's going to be completely scared of you.
Are they? Well,
They're
thank
like a small
God, 'cause
dog.
they look pretty nasty.
Yeah, on
few
their
shots,
camera,
camera shots. So that's why we were a bit.
A catamount,
said that
that's
they
a different story.
Yeah, yeah.
Body parts in the pond, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm.
I
pretty
think
sure.
you're right.
Look at that, man. This is so.
So guys, of course you can barely see that, but damn, that's not that huge.
No.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah, you can chill out here, man. Yo, can you imagine you being here?
Hey, Link fished
Fishing.
those out of the pond, those
And
chairs.
what comes out are
Yes, I went in the pond and got
and
those
what
chairs
comes
off.
up are body parts, man.
Yeah. Like a freaking foot or something. And the husband might be like,
I want to ask you, that guy right there,
Baby.
Alex,
dinner.
that one. How old do you guys think he is? I want to just the hell of it. Everybody give me a guess.
28,
30.
30, yeah. that's what
Everybody in the chat, how old is this guy right here?
Does he advertise? How do we know what his real age is?
They tell you. Don't worry about
Oh.
it. They tell you. But you said 28?
I thought so.
Jonathan says 30. Kelly says 40.
I'm not
40.
good with ages at all, though.
Kim says 35.
He should have a little bit more gray hair if he's pushing 40, but okay.
Charlie Ryder said mid 20s. I hate to see what this guy looks like when he's 60.
Is there a prize involved?
Dinner, baby.
Pardon?
Yo, the house is really creepy at night.
He's
I
younger.
have to say
Hell of a
that
lot younger
In
than
daylight, it's pretty charming, like cozy.
I
But
don't
at
think
night-
so, but okay.
Yeah, it
It's
went from
nasty
0
with
to
those
100, like,
fences on the
So then
windows.
the latest owner decided to dig around the house and find why is the Ensdale house so haunted.
He
And
did?
while doing his research, Dan actually found arrowheads dating back from the Native
back
American
a
wars.
few years he did,
And
yeah.
thanks to
Yeah.
that, he really believes that a Native American haunts this land. And he even caught some footage of the spirit around the house.
One of the theory that I heard is like one tribe was living around here, and then a way bigger tribe decided that they wanted what they.
I love that picture. I would like to have that picture on my. I really like that picture of them going all out.
They're climbing on top of each other.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that is.
It
Or
was
they're coming
lunch,
down a hill.
it was lunchtime.
Looks like
and
ants.
The small tribe they were around 1100, and then they got all freaking. And they said that after that the land was cursed.
Giving everything that happened with the Native Americans, it is said that the land is actually more haunted than the house, and that's why the woods is so scary
Yeah.
for some people to
Like all
investigate.
around, all the acres, even the pond,
Yeah.
like everything.
But it is important to say that Tiffany, one of the Tiffany, one of the caretaker of the home, spoke to us, and she told us that so many stories about the Ensdale House weren't true at all, and that never a war against the Native American happened here.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, he's got the ball.
Can you believe that? Somebody from the house giving a tour told him that Native Americans were never there.
That there was never a war.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Now, not to cast any aspersions against Dan, but he decided one day, I'm going to dig around the house, and he found 3 arrowheads.
Yeah.
Randomly digging.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hit the button.
So
Okay.
this closet is rumored to be a portal.
He's lucky.
Look at that.
I mean, Charlie, you're a digger. Do you usually find 3 arrowheads when you dig? 3 intact arrowheads?
We're gonna start by putting down the REM pod. So
Right.
if you don't
Charlie
know what
Reiser?
REM pod does, basically creates an EMF field around its antenna.
I know what you're
And
saying.
when spirit crosses the border of the
I'm gonna fast forward this to get into their investigation because I'll tell you what, it was remarkable, but like I say again, watch the edits.
This is amazing. We've been waiting for months, and this is happening right now.
I like
So
these
I'm
guys.
Alex,
I really
guys.
like
If you want to hang out for a few hours,
They're way
so you gotta come close
Oh,
To
the
the
light in the
light.
hallway.
to the antenna. You
I
gotta
heard
come
somebody's knees
right here,
cracking.
about right here. And the more you push, the more light goes on. Temperature.
Temperature
Yo.
rising again.
No, but it's freaking out. What the hell is this?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Can
so
we know
much.
to whom we're speaking to.
Me too, Marcy.
Oh, Walls Old Secrets.
Walls hold secrets.
Walls of secrets.
Are you here with us right now? Can you touch whatever device you're willing to touch? You can touch the REM pod in the closet. If you touch this flashlight, it's gonna light up. Thank you.
Right away.
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you. Oh God, let's go. Thank you.
That was so spot on. That's
Yeah.
so good. Thank you
Oh,
so
wow,
much.
like straight up.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yo, I pointed it. Thank you. Can you turn it off so we can ask you questions with the flashlight?
That's me.
It's off.
Oh,
It's
oh.
Thank you.
Yo.
Thank you
Wow.
so much.
All right.
And
So
then this is like really straight.
yeah.
Like
on
bam, in and out.
All right. So are we talking to one of the dandies? If we're talking to maybe Laura or Mike, you're really active here. So if you're here with us right now in this room, Butcher.
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 Thank you. Thank you.
We appreciate the REM pod. Can you step back from it, please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Like the answers are really quick.
Yeah. It's right on spot, man.
So just to be sure, are we talking to a dandy
LOL,
family
Kelly.
member? Can you turn on the flashlight? If so. What
Oh
the
my
hell,
fucking
man?
God, bro.
The flashlight is never.
Goosebumps. Oh my God.
Wow.
So are we speaking with Mike?
lead sprinkler.
Lead sprinkler.
Lead sprinkler.
Lead
I
sprinkler.
really don't know what that means.
Paul, we got
So
to
we're
add
not
that to
speaking
the
with
list.
Michael or Mike, because if
Lead
you're not-
sprinkler.
Lead sprinkler. I don't know.
Well,
Are
that
we
almost
speaking
sounds
maybe with Laura. If
funny.
Laura, you're with us right now. Can you touch the flashlight? Can you turn it on? Okay, so no Laura.
Laura, no.
So if it's not Laura, can you light up the flashlight, please? If it's not Laura, just to let us know.
Oh, it's like he left.
Yeah.
Are we still speaking with someone? Can you touch whether the rampart or the flashlight? If we're-
I want him to turn that
What
lamp
the
on.
hell is
Okay,
going
so
on?
it's not the name
It's
that we
playing
call.
games.
We have to try to find out who.
Yeah.
Push button things, I think, are harder for spirits to turn on.
Oh, well,
Or
I
tap-
bought that lamp, so I want to see it turn on.
Yeah, or anything that you have to twist or
And that lamp is supposed to be in Mary's room because I heard she had that milk
yeah,
glass and lamp, something like that, in her room.
across the room. Yep.
Oh, thank
Wow.
you. Yo, it's like he answered you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Guess who am I? Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Fine. We're gonna try to find out
Yeah.
who's talking.
Can
Oh wow.
I was about to say,
So-
can you turn off the flashlight? but
Maybe
it
we
did.
should keep going, telling the name.
Okay, so
But so maybe you're not one of. The
All right,
people
guys,
that
I'll
did
keep
this
watching, but I'm
No,
going to
he's
bounce
not.
out. Okay.
because he did not
Okay.
All righty.
do
But I will-
anything.
Touch
You
base
take care.
tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.
It
Bye.
could be because it said butcher.
Bye.
So are you a victim?
Or you're a victim of one of the brothers that murdered a few people right here
Hmm?
in this house.
What?
And we also heard from Dan that the two guys that built the house, they used to lure the people here, and they decided to kill them, everything, and they used to stalk them in this basement right here.
During winter, and when summer came, they could dig graves and hide.
One thing. I mean, we already said we were gonna do. We're gonna be in the house separately, one at a time,
Yeah.
while the other one's outside. Are we going to? Let's do it like this. I mean, it'll be a dual recording anyhow. But while you're outside, and then I can edit it afterwards to put them together if you want me to. But
Yeah.
you could ask the questions during an Estes method while I'm inside, and vice versa.
Oh, and ask the questions outside.
Yeah, far away, so people
Oh.
can't say, "Well, you can hear what he's saying."
Yeah, but outside, I mean, when we do an Estes, we're 10 feet away.
Yeah, well, I just said do it outside so you can't be heard.
Well, that's a good idea. See, you're
Uh,
full of so many good ideas.
No, I'm not. I'm just following whatever that one group is. I don't know who they're called. I don't remember anybody's name because I don't care about them.
Well,
But
I
they,
don't remember anybody doing an Estes outside, but okay.
yeah, well, they do them all the time. They've been doing them for a long time, separate from each other, not just in the house.
Oh,
They sit in the car and ask questions, and then if something bad happens, they have walkie-talkies available to contact one another too.
oh.
But
Well, that's a good idea. I like that.
yeah, and then when we do we're also just going to do a lone recording by ourselves
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Okay.
we could do
with
that.
the bodies
Yeah.
on the land. And what is weird about that is that the story has never been proven. But Dan did some research with penetrating ground radars, and he found some
Some dead
bodies,
bodies.
man.
Yeah.
And they never linked the bodies to anything. So that's
And
weird.
we
Mm.
also heard from the caretaker that it had here 7 brothers.
Yeah,
So
at least 7
it
murders.
might be from the brothers. At least
Yeah.
half of them.
Yeah,
could
maybe.
be.
Yeah. Could be.
I got to go back
Just
there
said-
because I turned my
Yeah.
volume down a
Like-
bit.
on the land. And what is weird about that is that the story has never been proven. But Dan did some research with penetrating ground radars, and he found some
Some dead
bodies,
bodies.
man.
Yeah.
And they never linked the bodies to anything. So that's
And
weird.
we
Mm.
also heard from the caretaker that it had here 7 brothers.
Yeah,
So
at least
Yeah,
7
we'll
murders.
do
might
it,
be
Jim.
from the
Anything you
brothers.
want.
at least
Yeah.
half of them.
Yeah,
could
maybe.
be.
Yeah. Could
It
be.
might be through what I just said.
Yo,
The light just came
you
on.
didn't see that, guys, but the
Wow.
light
The
just
light just
lit
came on
in
as
the
soon as I finished my
stairs.
sentence. So thank you if it was an answer. Can you maybe touch that REM pod if you are, please? The red device right here in the closet.
Oh, the flashlight.
Follow us ahead.
Follow us ahead.
Follow us ahead.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that.
Well, we're going to follow you, so
Follow
lead the
us
way.
ahead, so you're not alone. Definitely, you're not alone. Man, I've got food.
Yeah, that's
It answers so quick, man.
Yeah.
I just want to know if there is a portal inside this closet or like a vortex or something like this, just to confirm
There's
that.
many of us.
there's many of us.
Yeah, maybe because there's a portal here.
Yeah, exactly. Are you coming? Hold on. Can you turn off the? Yeah. Yo. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So, if you're coming from the portal, can you either touch the rampart again, just like you did, or turn on the flashlight? If you're coming from the portal,
You can do it. Let's go.
I really don't understand.
You can do it.
Maybe he's not coming from the portal, actually.
You just have to touch
I
it.
want you to see me.
Oh,
Well, go ahead.
I want you to see.
We want also want to see you.
If I'm going straight in the mirror, looking at the mirror in the closet, do you think I can see you?
Well,
I turned it right away.
no freaking way, man.
Go ahead, dude.
So, do you want Alex to go in front of the mirror so he can
Yes.
see you? Is
I want
that
to see
it?
his eyes turn black.
Touch the rampart again if you want Alex to go in the closet. Just do the same thing. I think Alex is more nervous than you, so don't be shy. All right, is anyone here? Yo, okay.
And we've got some like
Yes.
there's
There's
legit
someone.
answers, and then nothing, and
Yeah.
then as soon as we're about to
We're just not
almost like
guessing.
give up,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like, hey, you stay there,
Yeah,
remember?
Keep
It-
on
it-
guessing.
It looked like the entity just
Okay, so
chill
it's
with us.
definitely someone here.
Yeah.
Do you want us to
Ghost.
No
Okay.
way.
Wow.
Yes. Hopefully,
Oh my
actually.
God.
Okay, let me ask you: are you having fun with us? I mean, are you playing with us right now? You're having fun? If so, can you touch this rampart, please, or light up the flashlight? Either would be really great. It's been a while for the
Yeah,
flashlight.
true. Which make
Bro, I was about to say that it's very cold now. I feel cold.
and this is Ryan.
Ryan, thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
Guys, just to make sure that when you guys go get the pizza, me and Jeff try to put the spirit talker in, ask some question, and we got Ryan.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. So there's someone whose name is Ryan here.
Really?
Yep.
Ryan, are you here with us? Come on.
Hey,
man.
Ryan.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And the light just opened.
Okay, so
Been
Ryan,
before.
You've
you've
been
been
before.
You've been before.
Mm.
You've been before.
That doesn't really make
So,
sense.
Ryan,
Are you drunk, Ryan?
Are you happy that we are here tonight to talk to you? Do you
How
like
come Ryan
visitors?
never
Are you
talks
What
to
like-
about
me
your
when I'm there?
childhood, Ryan? If it's still Ryan.
Childhood, I feel like it could be maybe Laura or Mary. Are we speaking with Mary or
Mary?
Laura? Oh, no way.
Thank you. So,
Okay,
Laura
please.
or Mary?
Please give us a chance to have an answer. If it's for Laura, can you touch your rampart? And if it's for Mary, can you light up the flashlight, please? We
I
need to know.
actually don't know if Mary is dead.
If you've been enjoying this,
I
Jamie.
think she is still alive.
You know, there could be another Mary, like a Mary
Oh no,
McMahon.
that's for
or
Laura
something.
to touch the
So it's
rampart.
Laura.
They could be a Mary anybody, but they're talking about the Mary that lived there, obviously.
Okay, well, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, they wouldn't put the camera up at Mary's name over her door
Well-
and then say, "Is it Mary?"
True.
So
true.
Laura, are you with us? Can you maybe light up the flashlight? You just have to tap on it. It's gonna turn on. You can also touch the rampart again. You seem to be Just
familiar
fine.
with the REM pod.
Yeah.
Maybe it's easier for you to just like go close and
Day.
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 What?
day and night.
Would you like to tell us something before we? I passed peacefully.
I said
What?
maybe
So that
I said
cannot
I
be.
said maybe she's in peace.
You passed peacefully, so maybe you were wrong.
I passed. No. That cannot be Laura because Laura.
Is it
Don't
you,
worry.
Ryan? Look.
Yeah, I'm
My
not
whole
kidding.
life was here.
My whole life was
My
Man,
whole
it's
life
Laura
was
for
here.
Sure, I mean,
Wow.
No,
that has to be Laura.
is it you, Ryan? Still?
I passed peacefully cannot be Laura, man. She took her life.
No, she didn't.
She committed. She's not in peace. No way.
Yo, I'm
What
far
does
from
having
REM pod, Luke.
taken your life have to do with past
Yeah,
peace?
Can you do that again, please?
It doesn't, but he said I passed peacefully, and it couldn't be Laura because she took her own life.
Yeah, and I don't see the correlation because you could take your own life and pass peacefully.
Well, yeah, but I guess
If you are with me in the closet right now,
mindset you wouldn't be peaceful in your mind, I guess, because if you take your own life, you're distraught over something.
Oh.
And the flashlight hasn't gone on.
oh no
Wow.
way!
Okay.
Thank you
There-
so much.
I swear there's
Thank
something.
you, man.
One thing I'm going to do when we go, if it hasn't already been done, is clean that friggin' mirror.
And
Yo,
Oh,
that
I
could
know.
be
I'll bring
something
the Windex.
not
Don't
from
worry.
here, man.
no,
If this is a portal, that can be anything.
yeah, that can be anyone, anything.
What's with the
Are
view?
you from anywhere else?
I don't know what that is.
Are you forward?
It's annoying.
Forward.
Okay, forward.
Yo, forward.
Maybe
So
that's
forward
another
is-
phone app or something.
Yo, I was
Oh
about.
God.
I just said forward is.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. Can you step away, please?
So you're right there. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Actually, I think
Okay,
there's Windex.
you know
Melissa.
Melissa.
Melissa?
Nice to meet you, Melissa. Melissa.
No,
can you
Kelly,
touch
I pack
the
that
flashlight?
like last because I use it at home and then I have to fill it up and then I'll pack it on at the last minute with the paper towels.
Maybe once. Just tap it.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And you're right, Kelly. Linker, he's been packed for like 3 months, and he's
Yeah,
still
but I don't have the Windex done yet. But you're right. Yeah, I don't want to forget anything, so I like to get packed. Guys are giving me a headache. I'm sorry, Sean.
2 minutes.
So since we're not getting really anything, I think it might be a good time
To move
to
down.
move. Yeah.
I'll clean it
Thank you
just to
for your
mess
time.
with you,
We're gonna
everyone.
have a
Thank you
quick
so much. So we are going to move downstairs. So feel free to follow us. We're gonna.
spend some time with us.
Yeah.
And chill out. Let's have a talk.
So if you wanna hit maybe that REM pod one last time, just for us,
Don't tell him to
Melissa,
hit
that
you
you're going down
because
with us.
before we're closing it.
I'll clean it just
In
to mess
3,
with you.
2. Oh.
Wow.
Oh God, thank you.
Oh, that's like, yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, the party's done. Say we've got pizza, we got French fries,
Monster.
Monsters Energy.
Ouch.
Oh, that's nice. They gave to my
For
relatives.
the gift and willing to spend the evening with us.
Yeah, please follow us into the Ensdale house.
There you go.
Okay, guys. So the offering is done. We did a little session upstairs
you.
just to activate the thing a bit,
Yeah.
and now
we're
it's time.
starting at the first floor.
Yeah.
I'm going to only go a couple more minutes because she's got to get up at 4.
Oh,
And I'm right down here with all the TVs running.
well, I have to admit, Paul, I do want to say these people are so polite and sweet. It meant a lot to them to go to that tree.
Yeah, I do like them. I like these guys.
You know, how would you like to fall down? Not get a bro. How would you like to fall down? Share sand. and not get.
Stairs and not get a bro.
I don't know what that means. I don't know. Share sand and not get a bro. I guess
He's
falling
saying
down.
stairs. He's saying stairs and
Oh,
and.
well, I wouldn't want to fall down and get a bro or not.
Marcy said or a dude. If you guys want to finish watching this, it was put out 4 days ago, overnight at the haunted Hinsdale house. I do believe their name is what I said it was.
Yeah, I'd be interested in watching the rest of that offline.
The Outcasts. They've only got 138 subscribers. Wow.
Wow.
9 comments. There's my comment. Oh, they give me a reply.
Uh-oh.
Thanks for correcting the date. Yes, we figured she was still alive while talking about it, which they did.
Yeah.
So that's why Math says, I don't think she's. I also, for the part about the Native Americans, we took most of our information from Daniel's previous and recent interviews. Okay, so see,
Yeah.
even though we have read a lot of contradictory statements about that, Daniel seems to mention the theory still when we interviewed. So we figured that if the owner is talking about, we should mention it, which I agree with him.
Right. If the owner says, yeah, whatever they say.
Now we talked to the caretaker, which told us it wasn't true, and this is why we also say in the video that it is or not all true. So see, they're outcasts.
Is that plural or just singular?
Plural.
Okay.
The outcasts.
Because it's so small in my cell. I'm sorry.
And I gave them a like. I like the guys. I really do. They're true to their beliefs.
Right. Whatever they believe. Right. They're not this hyped
And
up fakers. I don't like hyped up fakers.
I don't see anything that they could have faked. I really don't. Nothing.
They just seem to be so, I don't know, not innocent. Just they have a polite.
No, that's a good word.
Well, they seem to have this polite demeanor, and it's just wow, you know.
They're I think they're naive to paranormal, maybe, but I just think they're really nice guys. I would tell everybody how old I asked you where Alex was, but if you guys want to watch it, they say it when they get downstairs.
Oh, why are they advertising how old they are?
Because one of them had a birthday, so they're talking about each other's ages.
Oh, okay.
And the youngest one is the youngest looking one is the oldest.
Oh my God! Wow.
You said you thought Alex was 28. He's several years younger than that.
Well, that kid that I thought was the youngest looked like he was 16.
He's 23. He just turned 23.
Oh. Wow. So these are kids. Wow.
Which flashlight video, Marcy? I watched it 12 years ago and just found it again. Very scientific.
Yeah. Well, when I was watching the flashlight video on my lunch break, it reminded me it's the same thing as with electric in the house, you know.
I can't copy any links in the chat.
Yeah. Or maybe I can.
No.
Oh, I can on my cell phone.
I watched Mythos Paranormal. He did a pretty good job. But if you want the really super one, let me go grab it real fast.
I agree that goes up to nothing.
Let me stop sharing that.
Yeah.
God dang it.
No wonder they seem so nice. They're kids. Well, some kids are nasty.
Jesus Christ. Think, Paul.
So tomorrow night at 6:00, don't be late, right? I'll be there. Well, what is that called? Pacific? No, that's not Pacific.
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern.
They all know. They're all from around here.
Oh, all these people. Okay. Yeah, I'm over by Chicago, so.
Yeah, Mythos did a good job, but this is the one you want to watch. I mean, this one, this guy is German and he's a physicist, so he knows what the hell he's about. What's
Physicist.
hunting flashlight trick? Physical explanation and experiments.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
This is amazing.
Well, it spells it out pretty simple. I don't know. Must be late here. I don't know. Everybody must have went to bed. Oh no, they went to a soccer game again. Can you believe a soccer game started at 10 o'clock my time?
Huh?
A soccer game. They went to a soccer game to play at 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Can you believe that? That's a little late. If you're enjoying this, heats the coils and bam.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, Marcy. Because the inside's aluminum, and when you're not actually heating the coil because yeah, I guess you are basically because it gets in the heat inside the flashlight is much warmer once the light is turned on. But if you turn a mag light and it's already cold and sitting down and you turn it to where it comes on and then immediately turn it in between on and off, it won't do it. You've got to heat that interior area long enough for it to continually to expand and contract.
Oh, yeah.
But watching this guy's video makes it very, very clear how it works.
Yeah. You know, I have a mag in my case and I never get it out because of the proving wrong,
All right, everybody, I'm going to get upstairs and get off of here.
Well,
We'll
I
be
want
out
to
here
thank you, Paul, for having this stream. It's always enlightening.
Kind of fun to get out here and
Yeah.
But I like these guys, and I'm going to watch their other stuff. I think they will be a group that I will watch.
Yeah.
Because they seem to be wanting to go out and try and find some evidence without all the hoopla and all the craziness, and
Right.
they just seem like true to down to earth guys.
Kim, I have to. I had a schedule change, conflict with the place, so I'll let you know what's going on in Messenger. So I'll keep you updated. Okay.
But everything's still the same as it was
Right.
with
Right.
us.
Right. With you, yes.
And you
always.
and you on Saturday and stuff. So
Right. So, well.
all right, everybody. Thanks for coming by and stopping in. Make sure you like it, please. And we'll see you tomorrow at 6.
Yeah.
And Marcy's going to be off at the Madison Seminary.
Oh, okay.
He won't be in. Good luck over there. I hope you have fun and
Yeah.
stay safe.
Yeah. Don't get possessed or anything. Huh.
Yeah. Be careful. Nobody comes in and takes you over.
Right. You never know what's going to happen.
We'll see you all later.
Take care.
Night.